Well, hello everyone. It's Deb Naylor from the Flying Stamper, and it is time to do a video with some alternate ideas and tips and suggestions for the January 2023 paper pumpkin kit called Key to My Heart. So here are the three projects that the kit makes, and these are made per directions. If you got the kit, then you got this flyer that shows you exactly how to make everything if you want to do it just as designed. Super easy cards this month. I'll give you just a couple of tips. One of the things that I really like about the kit this month is the lined envelopes. I am just a sucker for beautiful envelopes, so these are really cute. I am a fan of purple, so I love the Fresh Freesia color theme that's in this particular kit. Let me move these away. And I was super excited to get the Fresh Freesia spot. This is a spot I didn't have yet, so super excited about that. Just a reminder, if you're new or you haven't heard of this tip before, I like to just take my paper snips and cut the edge off there and leave the back label attached so that my lid is never lost. And then make sure that you do store these upside down, away from heat, away from sunlight, and not too cold. And then I like to put a little punch out or a die with the color of the cardstock. So you could also write the name on there. So that's my little tip I have every month. This particular kit has a beautiful Calypso Coral Baker's Twine. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit left here now. I did play with the kit, so you may not have as much as me, depending on what you do with the kit. And then it had this adorable stamp set. And a couple of the stamps, I always like the sentiments that come in the paper pumpkin. I use them a lot, but I love this one that says "Love is Key," and you'll see that I've used it quite a bit. And then this makes a really good background, as does these little hearts and key thing. All right, now you guys are going to just crack up when you hear this, but I squealed when I saw this Fresh Freesia tissue paper. I love this, and so I'm going to save that and put it in a special gift for someone. Okay, another tip that I have every month is, first off, always leave your labels in the holder and stamp them while they're in here, because then you're dealing with a much bigger piece and it doesn't move around on you when you're stamping it. So the other tip I have is to save these holders, because oftentimes you can do things with the negatives. So I'll show you a couple of fun negative ideas here in just a minute. Now, this particular kit this month did have an add-on option. So if you ordered it, you got 10 little heart boxes, and then they came with some sticky labels and some sticky little keys. And if you haven't gotten those yet and you decided that you do want them, they are still available as today. The add-on kits are always while supplies last, but I just checked, so they're still available today. It is item 162417. You get 10 boxes and the dies, and it's $11. So hang on to that information if you wanted it. This is what they look like. And then here's a pro tip. There's a top and a bottom, and Paper Pumpkin marked it for us. So it says top, and then that gets hidden when you put it together, so nobody will see that. And then there's another one that says bottom. I think I have my bottoms on the kind of separated them. So these go together super easy. You could take them apart if you wanted to do something different with them and use the hearts. They're really beautiful. I just have left mine together so far. And it makes a really nice presentation with the card. So let me show you that. And this is actually going to be for my husband. So let me show you what's inside. There are 2 Frango chocolates in here. And then they slide together real easy. So they're cute. I've seen some of the little mini Hershey squares. Somebody else put little ink spots in there. A little stamp would fit in there. Obviously some cash would fit in there. Okay, so let's start talking about some alternate ideas. All right, so here's my first alternate idea. Now let me show you the card that this came from. So this is the card made the way that it's been designed, and you punch out this and it ends up being just a leftover negative. And so if you hang on to that negative, I thought it made just a super cute vase. So what I did was I cut this off. So then I ended up with two card layers. And then I laid it on a piece of basic white cardstock, and I glued the front down, and then I popped the vase up, and then these, and I use these on a few projects, are from the Meadow Dies. These are in the annual catalog. And then this card I don't have a sentiment on yet. I thought it would make just a really good card, like a sympathy card or a birthday card or a thinking of you card. So I'm just going to put it in my blank card pile for now, and I'll add the sentiment when I know what I'm going to use it for. Okay, here's another idea with that vase. So this is another one of the negatives that came from here. And I used the back side. It's white on the back side. And then I just stamped it with the stamp from the kit that makes kind of a cute background. I randomly stamped it with fresh freesia. And again, those are the dies from the Meadow Dies. And again, this particular one I did cut, and I mounted it up on a piece of basic white cardstock. This is one of the vellum little dies that's in the kit. So most of this stuff came from the kit. I did add a little ribbon to it, and then the dies. And then this goes really nice with the envelope still, so that's pretty. Okay, so we got that. All right, so here's another one, little alternate, and this one actually is all from the kit. All I did was just how I finished it off at the bottom. Love is the key. And I need some anniversary cards. I need Valentine's Day cards, anniversary cards, and a year engaged card, and some sympathy cards. So I wanted to use the kit as much as I could to take care of those upcoming card needs. So this one is an anniversary card. All right, and then here's just another one. This is all from the kit, just plain with the elements that were in the kit. Turned that label over so it's just white on the back, and it's blank on the inside, so I can add either, you know, it could be a wedding card, it could be an anniversary card, it could be all kinds of different things. Here's a cute little box that just goes right with it. I kind of tried to get it to coordinate. And then here's another alternate. So my nephew got engaged over the holidays, and I wanted to send him and his fiance a congratulations card. So I've got Love is the Key from the stamp set, and then I put You're Engaged, which is from an old stamp set that I have, and then congratulations. So it's kind of cute. All right, now I'm going to give you a couple more tips on the negatives. So you have this, and you end up with quite a bit of vellum left over on the edge. And so you can use that little vellum to make some punch outs. So let me show you what I did with that. So this card says Love is the Key, and there's a vellum heart punch out. And then there's a little one right here, and then here's some gold foil that kind of tied in with the card. And there's another Valentine's Day card. This one's actually for my parents. Let me show you the punch that I used. So this is a new one. It's the Country Bouquet bundle, and it is in the new mini catalog that started on January 5th. So my Happy Valentine's Day came from this, and then those punch outs came from here. I punched out 2 of those hearts into the vellum and 2 of those hearts into the foil. There you go. Okay, I mentioned earlier that I needed some sympathy cards, but I didn't tell you what kind. So I had 3 friends that lost pets last week. And we all know how painful that is. So I just did a little bit of playing with the kit. This is the back of something that I cut. I can't remember what, but one of the card bases that I cut in half. And then I mentioned earlier about using that little circle stamp. I got to put something on here. I see I get a little black spot on here. Look, using that circle stamp as a background. And then it's stamped again in the vase. And then here's a little heart punch out with the dog on there. Now this I stamped on the vellum with the Quiet Meadow. And then I turned it over on the back and I colored in with the back with my Stampin' Blends. So that just kind of makes a pretty soft background there. It kind of looks like a vase full of flowers. All right, here's another one. So I lost, one of my friends lost her dog, and then the other two lost cats. So on this one, I cut one of the envelopes up. Let me show you. So I just very carefully opened up the envelope on the sides, and that leaves you with the inside, which is a lot to work with. So I'll show you, I made a couple different cards with that. So this is from the inside of the card. Then I took the flap off of the envelope that I had taken apart and just very carefully cut it and then glued it on the inside. So now I still have this pretty matching flap. And then this is one of the card bases just turned over. So I think it's this one right here. That's what it looks like on the back. And it had this kind of watercolory splotch on the inside. So I did my stamping in there and then my layering. Another little piece that was left over, so I used a little circle die. The cat is from a retired stamp set, as is the dog. I saved those because I like mailing out pet sympathy cards. Here's another, my last pet sympathy card. And this is a little negative. So you have these cute little locks. And then when you punch this out, you have this leftover negative. So I just tried to use it with a really small sentiment to make it kind of look like a tag. So don't throw those away. Let me show you another. You've got these too that look like this. And I haven't done anything with these yet. But if you put them all together and you put a little die in the little circle die in the center or a little flower or something, they look like a little bouquet of posies. And I suppose you could put them this way too, if you want to have a little color. So those little guys can turn into a pretty cute little flower. So you might want to hang on to those. Okay, now this, the dog and the cat got punched out of. You have this layer here that's supposed to go on one of the cards, but when you start playing around, you have all these leftover things. So I just used this to punch out the dog and the cat for those cards. Okay, I think that's it for this month. If you are one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I will be posting all of these ideas on our group Facebook page. I may not get that done for a few days, so give me a little time on that. Let's talk about next month's kit. So next month's kit is called Sunshine and Smiles, and it is going to be a card kit. It will make 9 cards, 3 different designs, so you'll be able to make 3 of each. It comes with a mango medley spot. I don't have one of those, so I'm excited about that. I really like the spots. They're easy to travel with. They work really well with the Stamparatus and the smaller sentiments, and it's just always nice to have an extra stamp pad. So I'm always excited when I get one that I don't have. The coordinating colors for the kit, and there's a lot of them this month, so it's going to be very interesting. Balmy Blue, Cajun Craze, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Mango Medley, Old Olive, and Shaded Spruce. And this kit also coordinates with one of the stamp sets from the mini catalog that just came out. So that's fun too. And then the Plain and the Rain. And then also there is an add-on for this kit, and it's 2 dies. So it's a flower die and a frog die. And to order it, it's $162,486, and it's $6 for the 2 dies. Several of you ordered with me last week, so I'll be seeing most of you at my annual customer appreciation event, so I will give you your dies then. But if you haven't ordered one yet, they are still available. And remember, all of the add-on kits are always while supplies last. So I suspect those add-on dies will sell out at some point. All right, let's see. I think that's all I have for you this month. If you're one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, you should have gotten your mini catalog towards the end of last month. And if you don't have it yet, please reach out and let me know, because I want to make sure you have that. And then we also have celebrations going on, and that ends February 28th. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you're not currently on a prepaid subscription, I encourage you to do at least a 3-month during celebrations, because then you can choose one of these $50 items for free. The best deal, of course, is on the 12-month, so if your budget will swing 12-month, then you can actually get several celebrations choices, but at least purchase a 3-month and take advantage of getting at least one freebie. All right, I hope you guys have a really great day, and until next time, be happy. Take care.